not give you HBCUs? Did the white man not give you PPP loans, EBT, Section 8, civil rights? They gave you everything. Even your admixture was co-signed by your massa, talking about Africans come here but they hate black Americans. No one cares about you, bro. See, we just don't care. Nobody hates you, we just don't care. The problem is, you want black immigrants from Africa, the Caribbean, to fear and respect you just because your ancestors went through slavery?
Hello everyone, I'm Noble and welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about a controversial statement that's going viral. An American immigrant claimed that black Americans didn't fight for civil rights, that it was simply given out of white generosity. That claim ignores history. The civil rights movement was not a gift, it was a fight. People marched, protested, went to jail, and even died to end segregation and secure equal rights. Leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. and Rosa Parks didn't rely on generosity, they applied pressure. Laws like the Civil Rights Act in 1964 was passed because of years of sacrifice and resistance. To call that struggle white generosity feels dismissive to many black Americans whose family lived through it.
Americans so much. Why did you come to America? Okay, first of all, miss me with that bullshit. Miss me with that bullshit. Black Americans don't run shit in America. You don't own or control anything in America besides your mouth. That is the only thing you run. Okay, that is the only thing you run in America, your mouth. You think Africans came here because of you? We came here to hustle, bro.
Whatever rights we as Africans we are enjoying today.
And Africans going back and forth. But I can't stop thinking about it because black Americans defended Africans with our life. We really did. I mean, despite the African booty scratcher childhood taunt, when they said that y'all sold us into slavery, we defended you. Some of us just outright denied that you did that. We defended you as our people. And then you come here and you talk about us like that? See, we thought that when Africans came here, they were coming here to join our fight and our struggle against white supremacy. We looked at it as, oh, now we have more people, that we're stronger together. Our numbers will be bigger, and so we'll be stronger in this fight. But that's not what y'all was coming here to do. Y'all was coming here to make money. It was about capitalism for y'all. And that's why y'all talked about it so bad and called us lazy and said that, you know, we were squandering the opportunities that were given to us here. When wasn't nothing given to us, everything we got, we fought for. And that's the reason why we fought it for you. That's the reason why you could come here and do it. What was you was doing. But we always, as black Americans, we put liberation above everything else. We put freedom above everything else. So when you come here and call us lazy, when all we ever do is fight for our freedom, that's where we put our energy into. We don't put our energy into capitalism. We do it insofar as survival is concerned, but the fact of the matter is that these things, a lot of the things that were given to you as an immigrant were kept from us. Scholarships, loans, those type of things. So we were happy for you in getting whatever it is that you was trying to get, but we thought that you was going to be fighting for us with regards to the freedom that we were going to get, liberation, that we're all doing this together. But that's not why you came here. You came here to take. You didn't come here to help black Americans get freed. You didn't even care about the struggle, which on some hand, I understand. To come from abject poverty, you're trying so desperately to get some footing. So I understand that on some level, but you didn't have to talk down about black Americans and just refuse to understand our plight. I mean, you didn't have to join in, but you ain't have to go with them against us. It's just so disrespectful.
You don't know our struggle. Watch your mouth. Because if it wasn't for us, you would have never got that job. If it wasn't for us, you would have never got into Harvard. If it wasn't for us, you would have never got into Yale Medical School. If it wasn't for us, you couldn't have married that white girl. Although I wish that was a law we never fought for. If it wasn't for us, you could have never lived in that suburb. If it wasn't for us, you would have never got the scholarship. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you literally are building your life off of the blood of my ancestors and got the audacity to turn around and insult the blood that gave you an opportunity to thrive in this nation, that's disrespectful. Although we are all African, there is a tendency for some of our African immigrant brothers and sisters to push a false narrative that they work harder than us, when we're the reason you got a chance to work at all over here.
Exactly. Right? We opened the door for the work to even get done.
We opened the door.
It was harder opening the door than it was doing the work.
You didn't shed blood for the rights that you have. We shed the blood for the rights that you have.
They even convinced the Africans to not like Black Americans when they come over here. So I asked them, I'm like, what's with the attitude? Because I noticed the energy was very, very rude. Even when I tried to speak to them, tried to hold conversation, they were very rude, seemingly because I was American. So I'm like, what is the problem? And they basically told me that it's because Black Americans don't like Africans. And I'm like, Black Americans are the most hated in America. We don't hate nobody. Like, everybody hates us. So that's when I realized after talking to them that they had been coached. They had been coached before coming over here to basically watch these different movies and these different films showing like the negative aspects of Black people. So they would have this perception of us when they come over here, not just Africans, but other races as well that come, you know, immigrants that came to the country. So they were looking at us like we were, you know, criminals, and we were like danger, but it was all manipulation. When I tell you, wow, the enemy really put in a lot of work to try to make people go against each other. The devil.
Okay, so a couple days ago, I was on live with a Black American content creator. We was talking about reparations. We was talking about how come the Jews receive reparations and we didn't. We was talking about how much money we should receive from reparations. You know the conversation, you know. So boom, as we having the conversation, an African man joined the live off the bat. He talking about something. Oh, y'all are lazy. Y'all need to go work for it. Y'all need to go get a job. How come Africans will come over here and become doctors and lawyers and business owners, but y'all can't do the same when y'all been here? So we quickly got on his ass because it's clear that you're listening to what the white man told you when you came over here from Africa to America about Black Americans, which is not true, first of all, because second of all, many Black Americans are doctors, lawyers, business owners, and the list goes on, baby. We've been doing that. We've been doing that. Look at Black Wall Street. We've been doing that. And here's my thing. The only reason why y'all are allowed to come over here and be doctors and lawyers and business owners, so you say, is because of Black Americans. We fought for your right to be able to come over here and live a happy life. Amen. So boom, as he getting off the live, I say, this is why Black Americans don't like Africans. Y'all always discrediting us, not giving us our credit. When it's due, y'all always bashing us. Y'all always listen to what the white man got to say about us instead of looking for your own eyes. So boom, when I said that, another African decided to join, and he was like, y'all don't like Africans, but Africans are better than you. Pause. Mind you, this nigga dressed in a full Black American aesthetic. From the, I'm talking Black American streetwear from the top to the bottom. Okay, if you know our streetwear, you know our streetwear, baby, that's ours. So when he had said that Africans are better than Black Americans, I said, so why you not wearing your clothes then? Why is you wearing a full Black American aesthetic? I went to his profile. Nothing but Black rapper audios. You know what I mean? Nothing but Black American trends. Nothing but R&B singers. And I said, you think Africans are better than Black Americans, but you busy listening to our music. We don't listen to your music. You get what I'm saying? If we don't like another race, if we don't like another culture, we're not gonna listen to your music. So if you don't like us so bad, you think you better than us so bad, why you listen to our rappers? Why you listen to our singers? Why is you wearing our clothes? Why is you embodying our culture if you gonna fuck with us so bad? So boom, after I get him up, he gonna say, all right, y'all need to go back and kill each other in the streets because that's all y'all do. And I literally say, aren't you niggas still in slavery in Africa on y'all continent? Aren't y'all still digging up resources in y'all continent, in y'all country, and giving it to the white man for his continent and his country? What you talking about what we doing in America, baby? What about what y'all got going on in Africa? Once y'all get the white people and the Chinese people off y'all land, then we can talk. Mind you, what's going on in these African countries, Congo, Sudan, and every other country that got to dig up their own resources and give it to the white man's wrong. But you not finna talk about what we doing to each other, and y'all over there still being a white man's slave, son. Like, we don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Y'all have a lot on y'all plate right now. Y'all have a lot on y'all plate right now. Don't talk about it and what we got going on, okay? And here's my thing. So to the Africans who think Black Americans don't deserve reparations for what we went through on our soil, when a Congo or Sudan get free, they don't deserve nothing for what they just went through. They don't deserve nothing for the years of labor they just went through on their land, on their soil with their resources. They don't deserve labor they just went through on their land, on their soil with their resources. They don't deserve nothing. Okay, bet. Okay, bet.
So I keep seeing these videos about Africans apologizing to Black Americans, right, for the treatment. And let me just say this. I don't know what it is about Africans not liking us. I don't know what it is. Y'all act like we have actually done something wrong to y'all when all we've ever done was fight just to survive, just to be recognized, to be noticed. And now we got problems with y'all, the same color. This is what I'm saying. We can't win for losing. Let me say this. I think it's very disrespectful when you go to get your hair braided and these women are speaking in their native tongue and they're talking about you. I think it's, come on now, like you'll come over here and get our money, but then you talk about us like dogs, but why are you over here? Well, why not just stay in your country and get the money? Because they don't treat y'all right over there. So you come over here and then y'all think y'all gonna dog us. And wrong answers. Because let me tell you something. If every black woman that loves getting her hair braided, if we stopped getting our hair braided, y'all asses is in trouble. So please, okay, I'm gonna need y'all to get that shit together, because I have a friend that lives in Canada, and she is catching hell from the African community. Do you understand? She is catching pure hell. They're not nice, they're mean, and when I say mean, I mean mean to the damn bone. Y'all need to get it together and figure out what the problem is that y'all have with us. We don't have a problem with y'all. Then you have these shops y'all want us to come in and buy. You barely even speak to us. If you can't speak to me, I'm not spending my money there. And y'all have some beautiful y'all have some beautiful materials. Y'all have beautiful items that I would love to buy. But I'll be damned if I'm a step in an African shop and you don't speak to me, or you don't like me, and we the same colors. Get this shit together.
Some of the goofiest shit ever is other members of the diaspora from non-black Americans like Africans and Caribbeans coming over to America and looking down on black Americans while using white supremacist talking points and shit. I hate using terms like this, but y'all literally fled, bro. Like, this is coming from a Sierra Leonean American himself. People gotta acknowledge the fact that, yo, we left from our prior countries before for a fucking reason. So for you to come over here and look down on people that look like you, that were the reason you're even here in the first place, that is dumb as shit. And that's some real motherfucking self-hate. Like, y'all hate yourselves, damn.
History isn't charity. It was earned through sacrifice. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.